That's great.
That's because Cav is spam, but I don't have a spam folder on my computer. I'm not getting my spam folder.
You have Gmail?
Yeah.
That's what I got. Comes straight to me.
Well, it's not spam. I don't know.
Alrighty, gentlemen, we are live with episode 52
Fantastic.
of the World of Skell. And there we go.
Getting to be corny.
No.
That's great. I heard that. Alrighty, let's have a quick recap of the last game. You guys were in the corn maze of death, trying to fight and find your way through to continue on south, hoping to free Boris Crump's sister from slavery at the hands of the giants and to take out the slavers that have been bothering the people of this kingdom, this republic, for some time. You started to become a thorn in their side, having defeated the Acharamans possibly once, possibly twice. You burned one of their forts, escaped from one of their armies, and gotten word back to some of the higher ups in the Republic about what's happening. And in the corn maze of death, you had to deal with exploding corn and little thieving seeds and sounds and whispers that caused you to be confused, and what appeared to look like people that the corn maze had perhaps captured or killed or never got out of the maze and been turned into look like corn husks, and there's a huge something kind of noise going on when I'm talking. So
it's Clark's feed, whatever's the echo and the background noise is coming from, it's there.
It's dog.
So, as the players attempted to get through the maze, there was a Bart had summoned a fire elemental, and they got lost, and a couple other characters ran off whenever the spells were cast that temporarily took the corn maze down to the ground, and they got lost further into the maze. But after trying to find their way to the evil cob, eventually they found their way there. They had a long fight with it. They defeated it, and at that the power of the evil cob dissipated. The corn maze withered and fell away for one final time, and you all were in an open field licking your wounds and trying to heal up those people that were injured. Pikel being severely injured, Vanessa being slightly injured, everyone having some type of injuries in various combats or magical things. So, we left off with Vanessa healing up Pikel and Shadrach healing up Vanessa, and that's where we stopped. So, as you all take a moment to catch your breath and survey the area, You can see that occasionally there's lumps of things that are being uncovered and or revealed by the decaying and dissipating corn. And the way to the south is clear. So what would you like to do?
I need to heal.
I'm gonna lay hands on you if you'll let me.
Well, as long as you don't touch me in the special place.
I might have to. It looks injured. Let the heavenly light of the blend flow through your mind, body, and spirit. Feel the warmth of God's love as it penetrates your soul.
We all know what that is.
And I lay hands on Michael.
You have to pay the troll toll to get the boys home. Shad will administer any other healing that is needed.
He was near death, and I resuscitated him.
6 hit points.
And
So,
how
you got to
many
mauled yourself.
how many hit points does the laying of hands restore to Michael?
I would like to know that as well. I will look on here. I don't think it says.
Do priests, could the old clerics lay on hands in second edition?
Powers immunity, laying on hands, same as the paladin ability.
Ooh.
But it doesn't give me the number. I think it's like D something per level or 1 point per level.
It's probably going to be like the fire trap and be like a D something plus.
I think
your
it's
level.
2 points per level flat.
Okay, I thought that was a flat rate too. I'm going to write it down so next time I'll know.
The paladin restores 2 hit points per experience level.
Okay.
How many times a day can you lay on hands?
Once.
Oh. Be like 1
2 HP per level. So you gain 16 hit points, Michael, as you feel the warmth of Cobb's love penetrating your soul.
Yeah.
That's great.
you have any writing utensilils right here? Where?
Shad will cast Cure Moderate Wounds on Boris and Guy.
Okay.
I don't know what that does because I don't have that information.
You said moderate?
But I know I can cast it twice.
That's a D10 plus 1.
Each of you, Guy, roll 2d10 plus 1. I'm sorry, Boris. Roll your own save there, and roll me
2d10 plus 1.
Well, roll them separately. Roll the d10 plus 1 separately.
Oh, okay. So one is
Okay.
10 and the other is 6.
Well,
And Boris.
10, Boris. 6 to 10.
Alright.
He's fine. He is just a couple of points down. He's fine.
That fully healed me.
Yeah, Guy got, like I said, he got scratched.
Alright.
Bart, are you down any hit points?
He's no longer with us.
Bart's not there. If Michael needs any more healing, let
I
him
can
know.
hear myself. I waiting on everybody. Alright,
I
I
can
guess,
lay a couple of heal light wounds on you.
I've got plenty of it.
Yeah, I figured you did.
I just didn't know how far down he was. Do you still look very injured? Or
well,
are you...
out of
Chad understands very much that Vanessa can lay out a lot more healing than he can. I mean, I can do a lot of healing, but Vanessa...
I appreciate your help, but I'm tending to the patient. He's wanting to cast his own spell.
Yeah,
but
I can take it to the 2 warriors.
Well, you can keep casting, and I'm like down like this.
so you're still very hurt. I'm going to cast Cure Serious.
All right.
Michael.
You know what Cure Serious
Again.
does?
Yeah, that's 2d8 plus 1. Nine points.
Man, we're all going to be sleeping like bitches.
And praying for hours in the morning.
Yeah. Boris and Guy are going to have their hands full for the watches. We better split our watches up there, Boris.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm missing hit points on this.
Guy and Boris are going to see some real religion in the morning.
Yeah, I'm still happy. I'm going to cast, I don't know what cure spells I have.
Well, you can surely cast at least 3 or 4 Cure Lights on yourself. If you need some more healing, I can cast Cure Light Wounds on you. I mean, I can cast like 3 of them. So what the hell? The addition of Guy and Boris was important.
You guys go do what you want to do while I look at my...
Vanessa will go ahead and cast another healing spell because apparently he's still looking very injured. And I will cast Cure Moderate, 1d10 plus 1. 7 points.
Yeah, for such a small guy, he takes a lot of hit points.
He's a tough guy, that's the thing.
I know, yeah, boom. Guy will even say to Piper, "Are you okay?"
Just a scratch.
Yeah, I see. One gigantic big one.
Yeah.
I guess I'll cast Cure Light and do myself a couple times.
Guy will
How
say
much
to
your
Boris,
last healing spell do?
"Short guy, you're in tough."
Hey Daryl, how many do you have last in Cure?
They're made of stone.
It was 7.
Yeah, Guy will tell that to Boris. I hear they're made of stone.
Alright. I'm gonna cast Cure Light. What's Cure Light heal?
There's probably a D8.
Yep, 1d8.
Without being critical, Daryl, I would suggest
Father, heal my
healing spells and what they do.
scratches and bruises. Chops. And all that jazz. I usually look for translation of Dwarven, but I'm lazy. Alright. 7. I'm going to cast it 3 times. 7. 3. 14.
And Chad will look at Vanessa and say, "Are you still injured?"
I'll be okay.
I'll even...
But she's
Chad holds out his hand to you and says, "Take my hand."
she does.
I cast Cure Light Wounds, so give yourself a D8 there, Vanessa.
Woohoo! 8 points, nice.
Ding, ding, ding.
Thank you, Shadrach.
I cast it 2 more times and just use up on my first level slot. 4.
not shot on spells except for a couple of bombs.
Yeah, I'm getting closer to spent.
I've got a couple of torpedoes left, and that's about it.
Well, I'm close to being healed.
At least we blew our spell for the adventure. That's important. I'd have felt bad if we just blown through it.
Alright, I'm good. At least I got 63, as long as we don't run any more giant magical cornhuskers, we should be alright.
Chad will
Here.
produce 3 good berries and offer them to anybody who wants them.
Vanessa will take one, and so will Boris.
I'm good.
Michael? My friend?
Yeah, I'm healed up. Should probably sit up camping. Why don't we look around and see if we can find
Yeah,
something?
I need to rest. I'm sure we all need to rest.
Boris starts poking around. So the corn has disappeared completely?
Yeah. It's just
And the
a,
terrain is...
it's just a nice,
Is it
peaceful, like meadow.
Pasture? Okay. So there's grass. It's green.
Yeah.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
It's like you got maybe 2 hours left of sunlight.
Yeah, let's find a good place to camp, says Vanessa, and Boris is like, I'll get some wood.
Chad says, I think we should move away from this place, at least a short distance.
Well, I
Okay.
think we're good now, but
That place gave me the heebie-jeebies.
Chad says, yes. It gave me the heebie-jeebies too, boys. He says, God, a bunch of corn. I'm trained to be a warrior, and I'm slashing at corn. I might as well have stayed with the serfs.
so is there any obvious bodies or remnants popping up on the...
Nothing's really obvious. You'll have to do some searching and effort into finding things if they're to be found.
Alright, I'll poke around while they sit up.
That's what Boris is doing.
Chad will
Okay.
not. Chad has no interest in poking around.
So, do those of you that are searching for things, do you have any abilities or spells that would aid you in your finding of things?
No.
Okay, that's a no for Boris.
I'll maybe get bothered trying to go through my spells. Ability though, let's see.
I mean, even if you do have them, you can always choose not to use them and just take the roll that I give you. So that's fine as well. You don't always have to throw the perfect
Yeah,
pass.
fine.
You can just throw it away.
Josh, see if I need skill to help.
Okay. So hearing no positive or negative adjustments to it, I would like those of you that are searching to roll d20s, please.
Roll for Gee Cop.
Roll for Geekop.
6.
He rolled a 15. Boris rolled a 6.
Correct.
Okay. And anything from Heichel, what do you roll?
I rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6 as well.
Simultaneous monkey did.
What the hell is Bart doing?
Do we get a special simultaneous monkey treasure chart?
I'm assuming
Bart
Bart.
seems to have disappeared.
I keep seeing messages on jib jabs from him.
Mm-hmm.
So Shad and Vanessa are not looking for goodies.
No, I'm resting.
Yep, and I will sit next to you, even sit up, we'll lean on each other, basically.
Shadrach, I want to with your permission, cast a spell when I'm able, probably tomorrow after I pray, that will let me know when you're in danger, if we're separated. I got so scared that we were going to lose you when you didn't emerge from the corn. I was so worried.
I was afraid too. I was afraid that I'd lost all of you. And yes, you have my permission. Of course you do.
Okay, I would like Clark to roll a D10, please.
Five.
Okay. I would like Daryl to roll percentile.
37.
I would like Clark to roll percentile.
30.
I would
Come on, 37 got to be worth something.
I would like Daryl to roll percentile.
It's 37 again. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
I would like Clark to roll percentile.
50.
I would like Daryl to roll percentile.
Come on, I better shake these fuckers up.
37.
68.
I would like Clark to roll percentile.
72.
Okay.
There's got to be something laying around here from that cob.
Okay. You guys
That
rolled.
was crazy.
You guys rolled terrible. But you did roll 2 or 3 Cobb 37s, because Daryl, you rolled it twice and Clark rolled it once? No. Is that right? No, you both rolled
it twice in a row. That
rolled
was crazy.
6. Okay, so I am willing to say, okay. Daryl, roll a D6.
3.
Hey. Yeah.
I hope you're rolling for key there, Cobb.
Well, I mean, this.
We did roll a 15.
Yeah, no. Okay. Okay.
Brad's back in the dentist office there.
I need Daryl, or this time, Brad to roll a D6.
5. 5.
Gotcha.
I rolled a 5.
Yes.
He rolled a 5.
I think he's on the 5.
No, a 5 is what he rolled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you roll 5, Brad?
Yeah, something like that.
And last but not least, I would like Clark to roll a D3.
I guess it's a 1d6. 3.
Half a D6.
Okay. So, with the group check of searching, and you had 2 failures and 1 success, and then all the percentages for things that you could find in Lair, you failed on those. But even so, you find in total, after searching for about an hour, all these lumps, and you find piles of bones, long laid bare by the elements, and piles of things that were probably someone's possessions a long time ago, but have since been eaten away by creatures and insects and the weather. You find 3,000. This is cobbled together through several different things, and so it's kind of just sitting there in a pile. 3,000 copper coins.
Ethan.
I'm trusting the dwarf might be writing this down.
Yeah, I'd write it down. Don't worry.
All right, I'm not.
1,500 coins that some of you may recognize and some of you may not. Bart definitely recognizes these coins. The rest of you probably have never seen these coins before. They're coins of the realm, and
Yeah, I know what they are.
I found a bunch of these shiny round things.
Bart,
He knows what they are.
Bart recognizes those as platinum coins,
What?
and there are 1,500 of those.
Does he recognize them?
What are Guy's non-weapon proficiencies? Does he have etiquette? No.
Yes.
Does he have accounting?
Roll it.
No. But he's rich.
Depending on platinum.
Roll a
I know a
d20.
coin.
Roll a d20, Guy. Let's see. Oh, that's right. You don't
Brad, roll
have.
me a d20. Brad, roll a d20.
20, oh, sorry. 5.
Okay. Guy, you're that's what you can't be certain if they're platinum because they look like they're platinum, but they have different stamping.
They look good though, right?
Not necessarily, no. I mean, I don't know how.
Better than copper?
I don't know
They're
how.
not copper colored, are they?
I don't know how platinum coins would age, but
Yeah.
Well, Paco would be grinning ear to ear.
They'd be dull, they'd be corroded probably.
Yeah, they kind of look like iron.
and then several other things that you find that have since either decayed or broken or maybe were once things. Lots of rusty weaponry and eaten away arrows and leather that falls apart whenever you touch it. But you do find intact 3 vials of some type of liquid which Bart would recognize, not necessarily what's in them, but they would be like what he would put if he was to make potions, or the druid was to make potions. You would put them in this kind of thing. Like they're not too big that you can't carry them, but they're not so small that you would have to, you know, carry a bunch of these around to do something. So
Are they like test tubes?
Put in them though?
they're made of like pottery, so they're a little bit shorter and fatter than test tubes.
So they're ceramic.
Correct.
Loved.
Correct.
Okay.
And they have wax seals with string, and the way you would open them is you would pull the string and it would break the wax, and then it would pull the top out. And you found like a few more of these things, but they were broken, but these 3 were the ones that were able to be salvaged.
Okay.
Alright. The 3 vials of mysterious liquid. We got you.
He will look at Bart and say, "Hey, can't you determine if there's anything good around here?" Then he'll look at Michael. Can't you smell gold?
I can't detect magic. I don't remember that
Can't
spell.
plug it. You know, you gotta use a pair of pliers. What are we doing now?
I said I couldn't detect magic because I didn't memorize this spell.
Can't your people smell gold?
We can do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
I used to have my slot or first level.
He looks at you like, what? Sometimes you confuse me, Shorty.
You can always
Yeah,
put
can
the
you
other,
make-
good job, the other one.
Let's make our camp. Come on, crikey. It's getting dark soon.
Fine.
All right, so
Hey.
you all gather your belongings, and do you make camp right in the middle of this field, or do you go further south, or which way to find some maybe cover in the trees, or it's up to you guys?
Chad wants cover of the trees, but Guy doesn't care.
Middle of the field for Boris. He'd rather see.
I ran out of the field.
Yeah, not bad. Good to see what's coming, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
Unless this grows up around us.
I say camp right here. Roll out your bed sacks and let's get to it.
Make camp, Paco. Chad shakes his head and just kind of settles down.
All right, so camp is made. Those of you with some types of shelter, you would set those up, and those of you without, you'll just sleep in the cold, hard ground. And although the weather right now is very cooperative, it's a good time if you choose to sleep under the stars to do so. It does not appear like it's going to rain anytime soon, or
I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Chad usually sleeps under the stars, but yeah.
okay. And then is anyone after, unless there's something you want to do after you have your evening meal, then you can set up your watches or not.
Yeah, let's watch. I'll take first.
All right. Guy says,
Are you
"What do want,
sure?"
Boris?"
Do you remember Cobb's rule that wizards have to have a full night's sleep in order to study their spells and be able to cast again?
I can remember and get memorize stuff, yeah.
All right. I'll take second.
Guy says, okay, I'll meet the sun. So 3 watches.
All right, I would like all of you to make a nothing, and I would like Clark to roll a d12.
You'd like to that roll off.
Before you roll, Clark, are you guys keeping a fire going all night, or are you?
Is there wood readily available?
There is wood readily available. So
I would say if it's not cold, don't start a fire.
We can dig up.
I can see. That doesn't
Pit
bother me.
fire.
He says, no fire. What, are we hiding or something?
Paco gets the shovel out of his cart and digs 2 holes in the ground, connects one hole to the other hole, and puts wood down in it. They call us a dwarven fire pit
Guy will tell
because before
Paco,
it doesn't exist
help
yet.
him.
Alright.
It's a smokeless fire pit, or you don't see it.
Yeah, because you can use those kind of fire pits to raise balloons. I've read about stuff like that. Yes, sir.
That looks like a lot of trouble for a warm night.
He lights the fire and shows them why the trouble is worth it.
I rolled a
If
10
Paco can help him, he will.
okay,
If
so
you'll let him or tell him anything to do.
This
Like
is-
shovel or grab wood or something.
this is one of those instances where I don't know anything about it, so I'm going to have the players that choose to, or that know something about this, tell me why someone who was passing by wouldn't see the light from this fire.
That's it.
Because it stays below ground, and the draw of air from one hole to the next hole sucks most of the air, and it kind of acts like a chimney, and it keeps the fire below that hole, and all the and
They
it
could always
almost
see the
smokes.
glow of the coals if they were up close. You'd have to be right next to them to see the glow of the coals. I've seen it. I've watched a video where they raised a primitive balloon in Peru using that same technology.
All right. Well, we'll take that explanation as good enough for now. That'll give me something to research later on, just because I'm a nerd and I like shit like that.
Oh, it's a
Can I
cone
take
of fire
the link
pit.
to the thing?
So, Clark, since you came up with it, I would like you to roll, and let's see, how about a D20?
13.
All right, sounds good. So, first watch, Bart. You're staying up and you're on watch. And
You have a new pad?
is there anything that goes on other than you keeping watch?
No.
Okay,
I rolled a 10.
Boris, you are awakened by Bart, and is now your watch.
Good morning.
Is there anything that goes on or that you do during your watch that I should know about?
Nothing special. I'm going to walk in a circle around where everybody's sleeping, just being on patrol kind of, letting my eyes adjust to the moonlight, and keeping an eye and an ear open.
All right. And last but not least, Boris wakes up gay.
Everything good, Boris?
So far.
I'm saving the holster.
Get some sleep.
I'm pulling the holster out.
And Guy, do you do anything during your watch that I need to be aware of?
Guy will do the same thing Boris did. I will sit and keep listening and looking around, but every once in a while I'll get up and walk, probably not 10 feet from the group, and just circle the group and make sure everybody's sleeping soundly.
All
I won't
right.
make any noise.
You sleeping?
So,
I'll tuck in Paco. There's the one thing I'll do. I'll go tuck in Paco.
Aww.
wonderful.
Paco is a loyal servant.
Man, we know what knights do with their serving boys.
Yeah, we charge them rent to live on our land. That's what we do.
You, as the sound of the forest and the meadow starts to raise as the early morning comes, you all are free to do what you want this day.
Chad's gonna pray for a while.
I go out by myself and study my spells.
Chad wanders off into the woods if there's woods nearby, and he will pray for the next 2 hours.
You all notice without rolling that, but Chad, you notice it first. It seems as though the meadow has shrunken somewhat, like the forest has somehow creeped in on you over the night.
Do I sense this as a good thing or a bad thing?
Unless you have some kind of spell or ability which can allow you to sense the attitude of trees, it is what it is.
Do the trees seem to be? I mean, can I make a perception check to see if the trees look menacing, or I can identify plants? Okay, I'm going to identify the nearest tree to see if it's anything but a normal tree. And I can do that flawlessly.
You approach one of the closest trees that seems to be new, and what you identify is that it is the larch. And it seems to be, an older tree, as if it has much wisdom, if only you could speak to it.
I can if I use the spell, but I'll have to use the spell and then go pray some more. Hey, I cast Speak with Plants. I'll take the hint. That's a good spell to cast before I go off into the woods to pray. I think that's a good idea, because I see this now as a positive thing. These woods were here all along. That's what's happened. I'm saying this to myself. I'm not enunciating out loud, but yeah, Chad gets the idea that the cornfield was invasive and sudden. Yeah, I'm beginning to get the clue here. But I will cast Speak with Plants. That's my last fourth little spell there. Sorry guys, no more atomic weapons.
Okay.
I'm sure you've got a couple, Brad.
Do you just cast the spell, or do you cast the spell in a way which could cause more favorable outcomes in any kind of variables in this?
I don't recall what all the components were, but verbally and somatically, since I don't...
Hold on, I'll tell you. Hold on. The
Okay.
material components are a drop of water, a pinch of dung, and a flame.
I think I can orison a flame with like the Grandpa Munster, flick my thumb and make a flame. I can do all that. So I will do that very surreptitiously, but what I do is I hug the tree. It's hard, I'm not trying to squeeze it or constrict it, but I try to almost press myself into the tree and rubbing up against it. And anybody watching me would think I was trying to fuck this tree. But that's not what I'm doing.
No.
They would see my lips move. But what noise would I make for a tree to understand? So yeah, I do that. I hug the tree very intimately, but not reproductively, but very I would say a fusion is what I'm trying to do. Yeah, so the first thing y'all see is Chad goes off and humps a tree.
Alright.
What's he doing?
So I'm sure we'll be in a town soon.
Okay. So as your consciousness reaches down into the tree, you start to sense a wisdom that only someone who is in tune with nature can sense. And you realize that there is something there that can be interacted with.
What happened here, Father?
I would like you to make a charisma check with a +4 bonus.
Daryl, roll me a charisma check with a +4 bonus.
I think Daryl's gone.
Brad, okay, no. Clark, throw me a charisma check.
12.
So that's +4 is 16, plus my charisma is 31.
31. Oh. All right. So the tree says, "It was terrible. It was terrible. We were having a wonderful growing season. This was many years ago when into the grove came a very large presence. I can't tell you what it was, but I can tell you what I felt. And I know that when it walked, it shook the ground, not like violently, but it's still more than you shake the ground when you walked and approached.
A creature of great weight?
Yes. And I could sense that there was corrupted magic being cast upon this grove. And a necrotic seed was planted, and the spell caused it to grow and infest the meadow. And though I did not speak the language of the creature that cast the spell, I certainly understood the corruption of the seed. And the seeds kept saying over and over, Teosinte, Teosinte.
Teosinte? Is the corruption gone, Father?
I can no longer sense it. And I assume that because you are here, that is why we are freed.
My friends and I are why you're free now. And it has been my honor to speak with you, Father. Is there anything else I can do for you?
I require nothing else. There's a certain name for the root that goes down further from a tree. I just can't remember what it is.
Taproot.
My taproot is still strong, though I have been missing for this time, as have many of my friends. And I sense that you have interacted with the walking brethren to the north.
Yes.
I fear that there may be a connection, but I have no other information about that. So be careful.
You're wise, old Father. You're right. There is a connection. But I'm here to help prevent any future corruption. Because I have seen it, and you have seen it. And I will not allow it to return. My friends and I are here to help, and we only seek the comfort of your boughs and your leaves. And I thank you for your information. I release the tree and fall backwards.
Before you go, before you go, perhaps this might be a clue. If you walk just a bit to the east, I sensed a disturbance amongst two large beings, and one of them fell and never moved again. Perhaps there is something there that will be a clue to aid you in your journey.
I couldn't have asked for more from you, Father, and I thank you. and we will honor your wisdom. Grow strong and help the others to grow strong as well, and be fruitful. And anybody watching can see Shad fall away from the tree, and it's kind of like fall back and stare at the sky for a minute.
As you fall back and the connection is severed, you hear, if he's awake, tell old Log.
I remember old Log.
And the connection you let slip away, and you are now laying, staring up at the sky. The sound of birds and of the rustling trees resuming its place in your mind and ears.
And then I will rise and stumble into the forest to pray.
He's a strange one.
You missed Log, Bart. I wrestled Log and threw him into a bonfire. It was great.
All right, so
I go to his morning prayers and get his spell slots back.
So after you all take care of your praying and or memorization, Brad, if you have a different spell list than what you had previously, you'll have to at least write those down so that way.
Yeah, I think I'll keep what I got. It works out very well.
Guy wants to spar with Boris while they're off doing their stupid shit.
Okay.
And he will also offer Paco the chance to take a few swings if he would like. Hit me, Paco. Do your best.
Okay.
Because Guy's, I don't know about you, Boris, but Guy feels a lot more sprightly than he was one level ago.
I can swing faster now.
Yeah. Take a swing at me, Boris. I got my shield up. I'm like, come on. Hit me. Hit me.
I'm leaping and bounding in circles around you, man. Striking from all directions.
I got the shield up, and remember, I'm left-handed. You probably haven't met a left-handed warrior before.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, hit me, Boris. Come on. Hit me.
Is that the same warrior that keeps using left-handed nails?
Yeah.
All right, so the little sparring match goes on. I would like Boris and Guy to both roll d20.
Roll a d20 for me, Clark.
I rolled a 1.
Oh no!
A 7.
Okay, so
You guys look like you're going.
The sparring match
I don't know.
the sparring match goes along fine until at one time Guy he goes to like block one of Boris's weird spinning moves, and Boris accidentally steps on Guy's foot, twisting his ankle. Thunk, thunk. Sparring's over.
I help him up. Come on. He danced or fight. What was that?
I'm not sure.
Get up. Come on.
No, if he continues to try to spar, he's like limping. It's pretty fucked up.
No, I help him up. We're done. Come on.
Okay, so
You
you all are
or something. I don't know. Maybe
all-
barefoot. I don't know what you need to do there, man.
you all finish your morning jam, and you're free to do whatever it is you want to do.
West. Oh.
So I'm down to one donkey now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, one donkey down.
Yeah, one
Chad holds his hands up in the air and says, brothers, my sister, I've had a vision. I've spoken with the woods and the trees. A clue lies to the east. The people responsible for this corrupted cornfield something, a clue to their identity and their strength lies to the east. And I ask that we take 1 day to see what we can find. And after that, I will agree to whatever other course of action you wish to take. I beg of you all, join me for 1 day to see what we can find.
Well, that's up to Boris, isn't it? We're after his sister.
That's all I beg is 1 day, Boris. This may help us find your sister, in fact.
I think after watching you people in this group for a while that Shadrach is a wise individual who is kind to other people. And Shadrach, would you do me the honor of being my surrogate elder? And he pulls an arrow out and kneels down before Shadrach and holds the arrow up with 2 hands. Where I'm from, we live in a tribe, and without an elder, I don't feel right.
Shad will do a religion roll if I need to recognize what he's doing. But I would imagine that I do recognize what he's doing.
The only thing I'll say is, sure, you can roll.
This is related, Cobb, to the
I
Brush
know.
Runner kid.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're doing.
Okay.
Brad, roll me a d20.
12.
That would be a grand total of 17 plus 12, 29.
Yep.
Okay, so Daryl, you can confirm or deny, but I don't think what this is would be any religious thing that Shadrach would know about.
It's more of a societal way of life.
Okay, that's just making that, because that's the way I read it. It didn't have anything to do with.
Well,
So
what I rolled was just a straight up 12.
yeah, plus your religion was a success, but success doesn't mean. I mean, success means it's not as far as you know. It's not. It's like whenever Bart rolls a successful find traps. As far as you know, there's no trap there.
All right, I will accept the arrow from him.
And now
Not quite
it's not
sure, but
Bart.
I will
All
punch
we
him
gotta
on the
do
forehead
is-
as well.
Hold on. What were you saying, Clark?
I wouldn't say nothing.
Clark.
Go ahead. Oh, that was a side. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Okay, Jason, go
I
ahead.
accept the arrow and touch him on the forehead.
I thank you. I will look to you for guidance.
You're a good man, Boris.
And he just smiles.
It's a large.
He's standing up tall.
You honor me. And I will point to the east and say it's that way.
All right.
Vanessa chimes in and says, I agree. If there's maybe the way you described it, it's a fallen giant.
I'm not sure what to expect, but that certainly was my suspicion. Or at least the remains of something. The giants have been here and corrupted, they brought the corrupted cornfield here. And the trees told me that to the east lies a clue. If we can't find it within a day, I'll say it again, if we can't find it within a day, then I will agree to whatever other course of action you all choose.
You lead the way, Shadrach.
All right, let's pick a marching order here, folks.
Let's pick our camp up first, folks.
Well, I think we're there.
Yeah.
Paco will stay with the donkey in the cart. I assume we still have the donkey in the cart.
You do?
Yeah.
Well,
Vanessa also walks near the cart.
Well, in front or after?
After.
Okay. If Shad is leading the way, Shad will motion for Boris to follow him.
He's nearby.
He will follow Boris and Shad. And then whoever else wants to get in that mix, go for it.
That's Bart and Pikel. Where would you like to be, if anywhere?
Yeah, put me near the front. So.
Do you want to walk kind of like next to your pack mule there?
Yeah, so yeah, works.
Okay.
Is there a figure out there for Paco?
What about you, Bart?
I'll walk in front of the cart.
Okay. With
Like
Pikel.
right
Then. All right.
Bart, we can put him on.
You can go 2 by 2 if you want.
I'll walk next to you.
If he can go side by side with Boris, I will.
Well, Bart had moved up to walk next to Guy, and then Guy looks at Boris and kind of walks up without even noticing Bart's there, and Bart does the fucking exact look that Brad just did. Fucking do it.
Sneaky elves creeping up on you.
And then, where do you want Paco to be?
Paco's stay with the donkey.
So he'll walk next to Pikel then. All right, so there's your marching order. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, you can. It's at the
Does
bottom.
Paco have any kind of weapon?
That's up to you.
A short sword?
If you want him to have a short sword, that's fine.
Well, if Paco can use any kind of weapon, he can use a short sword. Because I remember in all your armies had people with short swords. So I figured that's the common weapon.
It is. I don't know how often squires had their own swords, but that doesn't really matter. You can have him do whatever you want.
If anything, he has a dagger. I would say he has a dagger. Give him a dagger. That's good.
You
All
never
right.
notice he's got a +3 giant slayer.
Flaming.
Yes.
Daryl, roll a d12, please.
Flaming.
10.
All right.
Oh.
You all travel only about 15 minutes into the woods east before you see these like grayish like rocks that are like protruding from the ground. A lot of them have been grown over by vines and plants and other things.
Does it look like a cairn?
No, this looks like these very large, kind of like smooth rocks that are placed randomly or whatever. No, I don't know about placed, but that's where they are. And they're very large. They're not like rocks that you would put in a road. They're like gigantic boulders and gigantic stretches of rock that go on for like 40 and 50 feet before...
Stonehenge rocks?
Not that like squared off, more round.
Elephant rocks.
But bigger. There's a lot. I can see elephant rocks are, there's a lot of like boulders and like the Constellos egg type rocks at elephant rocks.
Yeah.
But these are more long. And then I need all of you to make perception checks, please. So I will roll for Clark and I will roll for Jason on this. So.
You've been to Elephant Rock, haven't you, Kyle?
Oh yeah, many times. First of all,
Oh, I love that.
Clark.
Elephant Rock and Jennifer Gooden are my favorite.
30 side, right?
Pikel, add three to your intelligence. What do you get?
11.
All right, that's a failure. Shadrach, add 8 to your intelligence. What do you get?
8 to my intelligence. 23.
That's a failure. Shadrach, add cock die. How in the fuck? Oh, that's an excellent roll. Add 26 to your intelligence.
26. 31.
No, your intelligence isn't 5.
Oh, 41.
What the fuck?
Are you sure it's not?
Yeah.
Math has never been my strong
I
point.
said Shad, not Jason. Okay. Bartholanthus.
No, yeah, I got good intelligence, but not for math.
Bartholanthus, what did you get for your D30 plus your intelligence?
40.
Ooh, okay. And Boris, what did you get?
21.
That's a failure. And Vanessa, what did you get?
20.
That's a failure. Okay, but Shadrach is the winner. Him and Bart. You start to put together what you're looking at. And both of you start to step backwards. And you think that this could probably be seen much better from a higher point of view. You're both like on your tippy toes. So what do you do to try to get a higher view of these huge gray smooth rocks?
I cast fly. Oh,
I shape change into a crow.
Okay, so Bart casts a spell, and the druid uses one of his abilities. And as the crow and as Bart begin to ascend into the air, you both look down at these rocks, and you realize that what you're looking at is a partially...
Oh no!
what?
What's up?
Sorry, is that me?
You said, oh no, for no reason.
Everybody else off the screen for like 3 seconds.
You both realize that you're looking at a partially covered giant skeleton.
Oh,
That's monstrously giant.
And as you look off to your left, you can see that there's a large dome-like structure that could only be the remnants of a skull. And as you look to your right, you see these long boulders, long rocks that go for 30 and 40 feet, and they're probably leg bones.
damn.
You don't see,
Continue.
what you don't see is like rib cages or neck or anything. So that's either underground or has been plucked out of this ground by another giant or whatever. So
So we see the limb bones and skull, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
correct.
No spine, no hips.
Not apparently, no.
Okay, and what's the length of this? Where is the position of the skull in relation? Can you draw this on your map there?
In relation to us.
Just give me where the skull is and where the long bones are.
Well,
That's what I want to see,
okay.
and what the size is compared to the group. Because you're talking like a titan. This sounds to me like a titan. You said 40 feet. That's monstrous. That's
Yeah.
a gigantic human being.
I did say, are you sure you need me to draw it whenever I just told you what you saw?
No, I'd like to see it compared to the group. I want to see it compared to the group. Oh my God. Bartholanthus, what the hell are we looking at?
Huge dog.
Huge? That's titanic. Chad falls to his knees and it's like, no, he's up in the crow shit. That's right, he's on a crow. You see the crow kind of like fall for a second and then regain its flight.
I descend towards the
I
skull.
will return to the ground to the group. I'll land on Vanessa's shoulder.
Do the bones look like they're suns weren't bleached? They've been there for a while.
That's what I was trying to get across.
The sun bleached, okay.
I was just unsure of the size.
Maybe I don't know how bones work, but I figured they didn't stay white over time. Maybe they do. I don't know.
Yeah, they kind of, they turn yellowish.
Look ancient fossils, and they're like brown.
The only thing I will say is that these apparently have been here for many years. So,
wow. There's got to be more. I'll return to human form. And where's Bartholansis?
now see, to me, Brad, the skull looks white, but then the whatever bone in your hand, that looks brown. So I don't.
It's dirty.
I don't know what that means.
It's just dirty. This one I just took off the ground like a couple of days ago. This has been sitting in my garage for a while.
Right on.
I mean, yeah. Down here, same thing in Florida, Brad. When the bugs, the ants will clean that shit white.
Yeah.
But if it sits in the ground, it'll turn yellow.
It'll turn yellow, yeah. Over
If
time,
it's above ground, it'll stay white because the ants and the flies and the little worms will just eat every little crumb on there.
Not to mention other animals chewing on them and other stuff like that.
Now what?
But if it's underground, it will absorb the color from the soil because bones are porous.
Yeah. I guess I have to say
Sorry to go up on a bone rant there.
What'd you say, Bart?
I just said towards the skull.
Okay. So you kind of fly on over to the skull.
Well, like I said, Chad will turn into a human and say, "This is a gigantic ancient skeleton, and we must." Before do I see people walking up towards it? Be careful! What are you doing?
What?
Oh my goodness.
You told me this was evil. This was corrupt. Don't approach it so carelessly. What are you doing?
It looks like stone.
No, these are bones. Ancient, evil bones.
How long? How long have they been here?
I don't know.
Well, let's find out.
Who says that?
Vanessa.
Yeah.
After you.
We need to look around. The trees said that we could find clues here.
I'm afraid we'll awaken something. But, all right.
Yeah.
I trust you now. No, I trust you. Let's go.
All right. So what would you guys like to explore here?
The skull, how buried is it? Are the eye holes like caves?
All right. So Bart, are you flying over there, or are you with everyone else?
Yeah, I was flying down over by the skull.
Okay.
So put Bart over there, yeah.
Where's everyone else going?
Chad points at the rib. He's like, these bones, but that fool is flying towards the skull.
Now,
He's like,
there's
let's go to the skull.
There's lots of trees and things in here, so it's just not all open. You kind of, that's why you got to get to where they are if you want to really examine whatever it is. So right now you're just kind of by these bones over here.
Chad will just point to where the skull is.
Okay, so we'll go to Vanessa. Where would she like to go?
She is walking where Shadrach is pointing. It's like, yeah, check them out. Those are bones. And she's looking there. And Boris stays near Shadrach also.
Okay, so where's Shadrach going?
How far away is the skull? Shadrach will move towards the skull.
I was moving with Bart earlier.
120 feet.
I move towards the skull at normal speed. I'm not running, I'm just walking.
As Bart flies off, Michael starts walking through the forest in that general direction.
Who's banging that hammer?
Okay?
You know, there's a skull partially buried.
Well, hold on, I'm trying to get everyone to where they're going. So we got
I'm sorry.
Shadrach, where are you going? Shadrach, where are you going? Anywhere?
Towards the skull.
All right. So you can be with Pykel, and Boris said he was hanging with Shadrach, so those three of them. That leaves Guy and Paco.
Guy and Paco will follow Boris.
Guy and Paco will follow.
Or Paco will stay with the donkey. Guy will follow Boris.
All right. So, Bart, you are over there first. You flew over. Where do you remain? You remain up in the air?
Yeah, I'm looking to see how buried the skull is. I'm just checking it out at a safe distance from there.
Okay, so there's really no way of knowing how far underground the skull goes because you don't have X-ray vision.
No, but can I see eye holes or anything?
No, all you see is this,
like a dome.
Like a dome.
I land on the dome. Wait for everybody to catch up.
Okay.
You big dummy.
How long does your spell last?
I don't know.
Okay, while you're looking that up, everyone else is approaching. I'm going to assume you all aren't running through the forest. You're making your way there.
Yeah, I said Chad was walking. Chad's walking normal speed.
Paying attention and trying not to trip over things the normal way. So I would like Pykel. Well, he's not there. I would like.
I'm here.
Oh, roll me a d12.
Roll me a d6, Cobb.
15. Oh, D12. 1.
You got a 1?
I rolled a 15 on a D12. I'm that good.
It's one turn per level. It's one turn per level plus 1d6, but I don't know what the d6 does.
Okay.
That's you.
If anyone noticed that Chad walks through the forest effortlessly, nothing stops him, and he leaves no trail.
I got 14 plus 1d6 turns.
Bart, yeah, I was going to say, you got 16, 10 minutes, so that's almost 3 hours on the spell.
Yeah, okay.
It's like 2 hours and 20 minutes.
You're able to move vertically and horizontally at a rate of 18, half that if ascending, twice if descending. The maneuverability class of the creature is B, so that means you can make pretty sharp turns, but not as sharp as, say, a hummingbird, but pretty doggone good nonetheless.
Right.
Using the fly spell requires as much concentration as walking, so most spells can be cast while hovering or moving slowly. Possible combat penalties while flying are known to the DM, found in the aerial combat section. The exact duration of the spell is always unknown to the caster as the variable addition is determined secretly by... Well, I'll have to roll a d6 again and then not tell you what it is.
That's what I said.
But you certainly get 15...
Yeah.
115, so at least 2.5 hours for sure.
Right.
Fly spell lets you do all kinds of crazy maneuvers that other people can't do, but like you said, they don't know when it runs out.
Pykel, roll the d12. So, as you all approach this dome sitting on the ground, you notice Bart is standing on top of it, and he's patiently waiting for you all to catch up. When I need everyone to roll charisma check, and I will roll for Boris and Guy. I mean, not Boris. A d20 plus your charisma.
Okay. Oh, damn.
You're rolling for me, is what you're saying.
Yes. So Boris got, Guy got a 14, plus his charisma is a success.
49.
And Shadrach got a 17, plus his charisma is a success, okay? Pykel, what'd you get?
15 plus whatever my charisma is, which is 9. It's 24, right?
That's a success. Bart, what'd you get?
31.
That's a success. Let's see. Boris got a... What'd you get, Boris? A charisma check.
Oh. $19.
Failure, but that's okay. There were more successes than failures. All right. So,
I figured you had a decent charisma, Boris.
Bart, I would like you to roll a d10, please.
No. That's 12. 4.
All right. Bart, you sense something happening with the dome. You have the ability to do an action. No one is surprised as they notice Bart look down and he has a look on his face that something is happening with the dome. So, Bart, you're the closest one to it. The only thing you feel is like a vibration. So, do you have an action?
Yeah, I take flight again.
You move. Is that all?
Yep. Yeah, I go straight up. Ready cast.
Well, now, if you're going...
I'm going to go straight up and just going to fucking hold my position.
Okay.
He's ascending.
All right, so who's next? Pykel. Action?
Ready attack. I don't know
Okay.
what I'm doing or what I'm attacking if I'm going to attack. So, on guard.
You are readying an attack, and the trigger is what?
If something crazy or giant or ugly comes out, pops out and attacks us.
Okay. Then we go to Shadrach.
I'm casting.
Okay. Then we go to Boris.
Readying an attack if something springs at me.
Okay. And last but not least, Guy.
Readying his attack. If he's attacked, he will respond.
Okay.
Vanessa will gasp.
Well, Vanessa, as you can see, is back here.
Oh, is that what that is?
Did you want her to go with everyone else? Because that is not the impression I got.
She was with the group.
I thought she was with the group,
All right.
personally.
I thought, because she said that she was looking at what Shadrach was pointing out, which was these bones here, but that's okay.
Yeah, she was at that time, but when everybody left, I didn't hear you call for actions. I guess I missed it. I'm sorry.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I figured she was with the group. That's my bad.
Vanessa, action.
I'm gasping.
All right. Bart, roll another d10. Beat an 8.
5.
All right. So those of you that have readied, nothing happens on very fast or fast. So we can go to any kind of movement that takes place, which would be now, which would be Bart. And you fly. How far up in the air do you move?
I don't know, man. I guess 30, 40 feet. I'm going to try to see what's going on.
So you can move straight up 9 squares.
Okay.
Half, and so 9 squares, that's 45 feet. A square is 5 feet. So do you want to go the full 9, or do you want to go?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll do full move.
All right. So you
She's big.
go up, and you are now that far away from the dome. All right. And then nothing happens then, and then we go to average, And once again, no triggers happen.
And
I canceled 6.
Then the spell goes off on 6. What is the spell?
Oxen's Strength.
All right.
Anybody who has not seen Chad do this before, Chad reaches into his pouch, his demon bag, whatever you want to call it. He has like a little pinch of hair in his fingers, and he reaches up and snorts this hair and mumbles. Nobody would hear him really. They would hear some words that they couldn't understand as he would raise his hands up to the sky and then fall to his knees and touch the ground. And you see the muscles in him just burst from this little scrawny guy. My strength is now 1850, and it lasts for a pretty long time. It lasts for... Oh, it doesn't stay here on the thing. Oxen Strength is a 3rd level spell. I'm pretty sure it lasts for over an hour.
You're almost as strong as me now.
Yeah, and Vanessa has seen him do this before, but everybody else, all of a sudden, this little scrawny druid guy looks like Ric Flair. Woo! Yeah, that's my name. Ric Flair, Harley Race.
All right.
All the old 70s wrestlers. Yeah, I watched them on YouTube, and thank God.
Very good. All right.
Like I said, I'm a Harley racist.
The loser's side of fast. How
long does it last? Can you tell me?
I can. Oxen Strength. The duration is 1 hour plus 1 turn per level.
So 1 hour. It's 2 hours and 2 turns. So 2 hours and 20 minutes.
And you gain 1 per level of the druid, and every 10% increment on exceptional strength is considered 1 by itself. So what is your current strength?
It should be 1820.
Okay. 1820 it is.
I thought it was 1850, but like you said, it's in increments of 10. I thought it was in increments of 25. Yeah, it's 1820.
All right.
It's still pretty damn strong.
So on the loser side of average, the humming, you can now audibly hear, and the humming coming from this dome, and there's a low rumbling, and pretty soon you start to hear it also coming from behind you on the ground, but Bart being up in the air, you just hear it coming from below you in a wide variety, a wide range.
Does it look like the bones are moving?
As it continues on, some of the dirt seemingly starts to fall away. And as all of you look, you see a very slow and deliberate emergence from the ground of this gigantic skeleton. And as its turn is over, it emerges from the ground, and standing now, as the skull and the bones start to come out, you all are forced away from your current positions, and the ground is pushed up, so therefore you're moved to your left, as if someone is performing a move through, and you all are smaller creatures, and you're moved out of the squares until now right here in the middle, the gigantic skeleton is standing, and it, upon achieving full height, is it's even taller than where Bart is. He has to look up. He's 45 feet, and it's twice that size.
Ah! It's a titan!
And then at the end of its final emergence, you notice a sort of a pale blue light emanating from its skeletal frame, and the eyes have the same, they're not just dark and hollow, but the same blue energy that's not like crackling like lightning, but more like almost liquid in the way it sits in the eye sockets. And in its left hand, it's holding like a giant pouch, if you will. If like you had it, it would fit in your hand. Well, it fits in this skeleton, this gigantic skeleton's hand. And who knows what's in there, and it just turns and it cocks its head very slowly, and you hear the bones crack until it stares down at all of you, and that ends its turn. For those of you that have not moved, you may, well, I guess I should say, as you all are being moved through by this skeleton, you can take attacks of opportunity, but it will be very difficult because of the way that the ground is being pushed up. You would have to like get a perfect roll to try to hit this thing. So you could either take an attack of opportunity, or you could, try to get out of the way, I guess. Jason has his hand up.
Chad will do a strength check to resist.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Guy will roll with it. Roll for me, Cobb.
Actually, pick somebody else to roll for you. I'm rolling for the Titanic skeleton.
Daryl, roll for me.
D20. A 7.
All right, what's your total, Shadrach?
What's my strength? Is 18-20.
So 25. Okay. Yeah, this thing just easily continues to push out of the ground. It would have taken one of those once in a lifetime kind of rolls to be able to stop it.
There's always a chance.
Yeah. If it would have rolled a 1 and you would have exploded 3 times, then yes, you might have had a shot. But that didn't happen. So now, standing in this area,
Come on, you're a big guy.
Gigantic skeleton man.
Cassie.
Huge.
And his
Man,
head.
if this thing is at least 100 feet tall.
80.
This is King Kong level. This
Okay.
is gargantuan.
so is that the end? Does anyone that didn't take their action, does anyone want to move? Daryl has his hand up.
Yes, I'm moving.
And where would you like to go? And who's doing this?
Boris will move toward the creature. Vanessa will move away, and she says to Guy, "Stay close. Let me give you help."
Boris, what is half of your move?
Excuse me. 8.
All right, you get up there. If you want to swing at it for some reason, you certainly may. It's standing there.
I can still attack. Yeah, I'll break out the hand axe and chop it on the toe.
All right, roll to hit. Roll an attack, baby.
A 1.
Holy shit! Roll that level check. On a D30.
Add my level, that gives me 14.
All right, that is a
Oh, no.
failure. Roll another D30.
He's gonna step on me, guys.
I hope not.
It's okay. A 5.
A 5. Twisted neck, back, or stomach. -2 to hit and damage, half movement. -2 to initiative. Check versus constitution every day. Okay, so what that means is you went up there, and I don't know how Boris looks, and I don't know how Boris acts, but I know that he went up there in his Boris style, and as he went up there to chop at it, he fucking steps in a hole on that fucking bad ankle, and says, "Googloosh!" And now he's fucking standing there limping. And that is what...
You see Cam is like, no!
And you will have the condition that I just read until you make a constitution check, which is made daily, or you have some type of curative magic applied to you. Okay, so that was your turn. Anyone else?
Can Shad move?
You said Vanessa was moving away. How many squares would she like to move away?
She had said something to Guy to stay close, so if he's not moving with her, she will wait.
Okay, so she moves.
I'm waiting to move D, whatever you say.
All right, where does Guy want to go?
D will take a half move and cover Vanessa's withdrawal. He'll move laterally.
All right, so you just go right up here. Bloop. And now you're in front of her.
Yep.
Okay, and what about Shadrach?
My lady. Shadrach will move towards Boris. Oh my God, what happened?
What is half of Shadrach? Well, if you're only moving, well, you can take a half.
I'm going to half move it.
Yeah. 1, 2,
Six.
3, 4, 5. Only 6? Are you sure?
My full move is 12.
Yeah.
And I cast a spell. So,
Well,
6.
You can't
I'm
move.
trying to be fair here.
You can't move and cast.
You said I could move at the end of the round?
Yes.
That's when I move towards Boris.
You move towards Boris. You've done it. You can't quite get as far as he can.
I know, but I see that something bad happened. I saw that.
What was your
I was like,
original?
no!
What was your original choice? What was your original action?
Casting a spell. At the end of the turn, I take a half move towards Boris. Correct?
Oh, I see. Sure, because it wasn't a slow spell. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I wasn't trying to
All right.
do anything stupid or
Yep.
crazy.
you're done. Okay, what about Pykel?
Are we still on the original or the new actions?
Well, we're now at the end of the round, and your trigger didn't go off, so you can take a half move to do something.
I'll move towards the danger. I'm crazy now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And would you like to use your action to move, which would put you in a threat, or do you want to stay where you are, right to the left behind Shadrach?
No, I'll wait. I'm using my action to cast.
Well, this is the end of the round. You can't cast the spell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I'll use my action to move into threat range.
Okay. And there you are. Okay. And the way that works, fellas, is if you change your action, you have to wait till the end of the round to do it. And if you change your action from a ready to a move, that's all that happens. So, that leaves Bart, who could theoretically move some more if he wanted.
Yeah, I'm gonna move, back it up. Like
You're gonna.
away from him, but higher, because I want to get in his face.
Make that noise again, Brad.
Okay, so where you're at 9 squares up now, you want to go, you want to take your other 9 squares, and you can go like half back and half up.
Right. I want to get right where you get see his face or whatever.
And you're wanting to go away from this giant skeleton, not towards it?
Right.
Okay, so that'll put you at 13 square high.
Okay.
And
Choke on that.
yeah, choke on that, bitch. 13 squares high and 19 squares away from it.
Okay.
So remember that. You're 13 squares up, 19 away from the monster. Supposed monster.
Right.
Okay. That is everyone. And that is the end of the first round. We now go to the second round. So far, that just happened. So, we'll start with Pikel. Action, if any.
Casting.
Okay? Boris.
Get moving away
Okay, your action.
slowly as I live in Gimp.
Is this a withdraw, so as not to provoke an attack of opportunity, or is this a move?
I hoped that it was a withdrawal.
Okay. Shadrach.
I move to Boris.
Okay, you can tell that Boris is he's starting to come backwards, so, okay. Then we go to Guy.
He will look to Sister Vanessa, see that she's secure. I will charge.
No. I'm casting. Stay by me. Gee, stay by me.
I'll roll a D10.
Five.
He stays. He looks at her and just like, ah!
So does Guy have an action?
He's going to strike if attacked.
You'll just
Vanessa?
be delayed. Wait for me to cast my spell.
He's covering Vanessa.
Vanessa is casting a spell,
But if he
and
moves towards him or Vanessa, he will react.
Bart, action.
I'm making another half move backwards and casting.
Computer dying in the middle of this.
Happens.
I want to get up in his face, or, up face level with him and then cast a spell.
Wow. Go, Bart, go!
Okay, so you can cast a spell and then move, or you can move. You can't
Okay.
move and cast a spell unless it specifically
move.
okay, unless it says in the spell description that you have to move. That's just the way it is.
Okay.
All right. So, in case anyone is wondering why that is because it clearly states in the player's handbook when you cast a spell, you're supposed to remain still. That's why you don't get your dex bonus
You've
when
done
you.
that. No, you've done that from the start, Cobb. That we don't move until after we cast. You've done that from the start.
All right. So we have actions. I would like Daryl to roll a d10, please. Initiative. Beat a
Come on, baby.
9.
6.
All right.
Yeah.
So nobody's on very fast.
I'm on fast.
And then we go to fast.
I guess I'm not. It's,
What is the casting time of your spell?
4.
What is the speed of Pikel's attack?
Well, it's spell 5.
Okay, 5. And that would be what's going on. So 4 goes.
Wait a minute. Hang on now. Shad is going to give first aid to Boris.
Well, Shad's action was movement, and movement happens after actions. After, like,
Okay,
things.
well, that's what I'm doing. I'm moving to get first aid.
Okay. So, Bart, you're up. Cast your spell. What are you casting?
Casting wall of iron over his head.
All right, let's look that up.
I think I can do that. I think I can do that.
What are you casting?
Wall of iron over his head.
So, anvil.
Basically, yeah, you're pulling up. That's an acme. All you need is the portable hole.
There it is.
Wow.
I had a superhero in a game down here in Florida, and his name was Acme, and his power was I could, like, create anvils over the top of people's heads. Bing! That was his power. Not much else. Other than that, he's just a douchebag. I was like, I can create an anvil over your head. And every level is just higher up in the air, so it did more damage because of the level it dropped until it became terminal velocity. And then it was like, then I could aim it. I could like make it. My name was Acme. I was just like, anvil, ping. I'm Dr. Pango.
Okay, so Brad, I'm not gonna. I know you don't have the spell in front of you, but
I'm looking for it.
the wall has to be vertical, which means up and down. And
Oh, okay. Then I just cast the fireball this day.
okay, please,
Damn it, Brad, there's more creative ways to cast a wall of iron.
Ray,
Damn it.
roll Dinkus.
You could shape it in any form. You could have done something very uncomfortable to it.
Yeah, he still could have put a box over the sucker.
10.
That's why I use Wall of Force. That's a beautiful spell.
You could have made the Washington Monument. It was a 3x3.
No, that's okay. No. That's the way it goes. I would have put a dome of force or a dome of iron right the fuck over him. But he's big. He's big. So his wall of iron is not that gigantic.
Could be a helmet.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of like a Chinese hat, one of those big old round pointy hats. But he can't do horizontal. Vertical.
10
I always thought to drop a wall of
D6.
iron on somebody, but damn.
God, it's just 10 die, right?
10d6, correct.
Alright, so it was 46.
Okay, saving throw for half.
What is that?
Oh, Brad, why? Fireball, Brad, why?
What?
No, I hear that too, Brad. It's like somebody's phone is next to something. All right. Okay.
Daryl.
Bart, you cast fireball. Little red bead flies directly at the gigantic skeleton's head, I think is what you said.
Yeah. Oh, blow up right in his face.
It explodes. It takes some damage, but it does not seem like it took as much damage as you would have thought.
Right. This isn't magic, I'm sure. That's horrible.
Yeah, I don't know what's causing that.
I think it's Daryl.
Really?
I don't know, it's the only thing that's changed. Well, I changed to Jason now.
All right. So that was Bart. We now go to Pikel.
Can you hear me now? Is it bad?
Alright, Michael.
It's not bad. It's Daryl, I'm telling you.
Michael's going to reach down and grab a slip of loosen clay brought up by the giant. And he's going to say, Morgan, sink this dog in the dirt and slam it down on the ground and cast Soften Earth.
Ooh.
10 square feet per caster level.
That's a good spell. No, you can probably get at least one of his feet, for God's sake.
Cubic feet, how do
Did you move?
What's the blast area of a fireball, Clark?
20-foot radius?
Man, you know what? In the old days, it used to be 10 feet per level. That's why it was a death spell. It'd be like this tunnel. It'd be like this tunnel. I cast fireball. Well, you cast everybody in the group. You remember that time we cast lightning bolt inside that stone building?
All right. So, Pyko, you cast your spell. You have a area of effect of 10 feet square per level. So, you 70 square feet.
20-foot radius.
Per square feet, Bart.
If we engulfed his head, basically.
And
he engulfed his leg, basically.
Pyko, what exactly would you like your area of effect to be?
Trying to, I guess, make it fall or sink. So, I guess you said a 60 square foot cube, basically.
What level is Pyko?
7.
Then it's a 70 square feet.
All right, and how tall was it?
How tall is this monster here?
Yeah.
80 foot.
Like 80 to 100 foot tall?
Yeah, I figured 100 feet. King Kong.
Well, I guess I will soften all the earth. 30 feet behind, 30 feet by whatever deep, just behind its toes.
Now that's how you cast the spell.
You affect a 10-foot square area to a depth of 1 to 4 feet. So
Boom.
this is just dirt, so it can be 4 feet.
I thought you said 70 square feet. Okay,
It
dirt.
might be the range is 10 feet per level.
Now, area of effect, 10 foot square. So, I'm guessing that it says a
I should be
10 foot
making a
square.
giant mud pit for it.
The priest affect a 10 foot square area to a depth of 1 to 4 feet. So you can do a 70 foot square 1 to 4 feet.
Deep.
Correct.
4 feet then. Get it fall backwards.
Okay, so
Or at least make a dex check.
Yeah.
there's 70 right there.
If all of a sudden the solid ground you were standing on went 4 feet deep, you would kind of even if you were 100 feet tall, that's basically
Like
4 inches. That's still going to make you kind of stagnant a little bit. Yeah. Good. Whoops.
Oh, I messed
That
that
was the
up.
plan.
Okay, so basically it's, you can get the entire feet.
Yeah, I wanted to basically make it fall backwards to keep the toe level solid and the heel level fall out.
Oh, okay. All right, that's fine.
Excellent.
Looks like you're
You're a
stacking back.
spellcaster after my heart, Clark.
I'm a thinker.
To the fireball.
Yeah, you gotta squeeze them inches. It
All right.
works.
God's used to my shenanigans. He knows what I think.
Yeah, that's why I try to squeeze them inches. That's what
So-
I'm saying.
Shenanigans.
This entity suddenly, you can see it start to sink into this soft earth. Dry earth becomes loose sand or dirt, stone, so it's not stone. Okay. Creatures attempt, okay. Okay. So. All right.
Next round. Next round.
Okay. So, according to it making its saving throw, creatures attempting to move through an area softened into mud or reduced to a move of 10 foot per round. Any creatures caught within the mud when the spell takes effect must make a saving throw or lose the ability to move, attack, or cast spells for 1d2 rounds as they flounder about in the muck. Loose dirt is not as troublesome as mud, and creatures are only reduced to half their normal movement rate with no chance of being caught for a round or two. However, it is impossible to run. Okay, so the giant skeleton sinks down 4 feet. It does not fall over. It sinks into what you've changed with your spell, and there is no other effect.
Well, that was no fun. I guess I'll back away from this stupid thing.
Not yet, you won't.
No.
Okay.
Good try, man. Excellent.
All right.
Definitely.
Now we go to average, and well, Vanessa was casting a spell at when is the casting time of your spell?
6.
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, the Boris withdraws, and does Boris stop where Shadrach is, or does he try to keep going?
He leans on Shadrach when he gets there.
So you move back 3 squares. Half of your move is 8. Half of that is 4. So you've moved about as far as you can move on a successful withdrawal, because I think you get a half move when you withdraw. And then Shadrach
in his arm.
Shadrach said you were going to perform a healing check on him. Is that correct?
Yeah, first aid. Yeah, my first aid check.
Okay, so
And I should be able to do that because I immediately moved to him and he moved to me. So,
yeah. So
there was no intervention,
you,
nothing in between.
You can tell that he's limping, so
Yep.
you gently help him to the ground to do this, or do you attempt to fix him while he's standing, which would cause a negative to your attempt?
No. He ran, he stumbled towards me. I grabbed him in my arms, lowered him to the ground, and began to examine his wound.
Okay. Well, then I would say roll your check, please. Oh.
Clark, roll me a d20.
So, yes, Clark, roll a d20 and add
15. Is that 11?
add
There's 11 for you, Jason.
11.
11.
Alright, so that's
16.
26.
Huh?
What plus what, Cop?
I don't know what Clark rolled.
I rolled
11.
15.
Oh, 15.
So a 31. That's great. That's a success. Okay. So, healing. Character proficient in healing knows how to use natural medicines and basic print, blah, blah, blah. If the character tends another victim within 1 round of wounding and makes a successful check, his ministrations restore 1d3 hit points. Only 1 healing attempt can be made on a character per day. Okay, so here's the way this works. Shadrach checks Boris's ankle, notices that it's starting to swell and that it feels like something might be dislocated. You perform your healing check by grabbing the leg and the foot, and you like do this thing, and then you and you snap it back into place, and it's like, all right, But, Boris, make a Constitution check, and if you make it, it is fine.
I rolled a 13, and now should I add my con to that?
Yes.
Or no?
Yes.
28.
Unless I fuck this up, hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. That's on a 30. Roll that Constitution.
On a 30?
Roll a Constitution
30, baby.
and add it to your D30, please.
36.
All right. Awesome. So, with the quick snap and the Muju Fajogo Druidic Sloogie Jam, oh, and then Boris was like, oh!
Hey, it feels like a beer.
And suddenly your ankle doesn't hurt anymore, and you can remove the serious wound that I described earlier.
Excellent. You know some stuff.
Fall back.
a chiropractor.
Okay.
Fall back, Boris. Protect Vanessa.
We now go to Vanessa.
She is putting her hands on Guy's shoulders. Calm yourself, warrior. Let the light of the blend flow through your tissue, through your mind, and enhance your skills, your reflexes, your strength, and prepare you to do battle with such a beast. Accept the blessings of the blend and be embattled. I'm casting embattlement.
Embattlement.
Which,
With total, he accepts all of it.
this is the earliest example I can find of disadvantage or advantage, but this happens to be
Like
disadvantage.
this, guys. I'm sorry.
That's fine. It works good for my screen, actually.
Okay. I don't like the sideways view, but that's just me.
But then
I don't want you to see my belly or my cock.
you keep your cock in, please. It basically gives anything that attacks you disadvantage for 7 rounds.
Ooh. He is fully accepting of the blend's blessing. I don't know what kind of sensation he feels, but you told him to protect you, so right now he's protecting you.
I said let the blend protect you.
Well, so he feels
The warmth.
attack.
He feels, yes. He feels warm and strong. He feels the warmth flow through him. He feels strong. He feels quick. He feels agile.
I'll wait for the next action then.
I think you can move at the end of the round, but that's what, depending on what you want to do.
I will move towards the nearest leg.
The spell is called embattlement.
All right. Yes, he is correct. Well
He
done.
roared. "Rah!"
Okay, so that was on average. And then we now go to slow. And then we go to very slow, which is as slow as we can get. And
How slow can you go?
the giant reaches forward. But when you think it's going to reach out and either take a swipe at Bart or reach down at one of these annoying little ants at his feet, he instead drops the sack. And it lands, and I need basically Pikel, Shadrach, Boris, Guy, and Vanessa all to make saving throws versus this would be rods.
Cobb, roll for both our people.
Okay, we'll get to you, but let's let Pikel roll a saving throw. What'd you get?
17. I rolled larger than 9. So
Okay, that's a success. How about Bart?
What?
Roll.
I rolled-
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh,
No, not you, Bart. Okay, Boris.
He got a 15.
Is that a success?
It is.
Okay.
And he's a 12.
Holy crap.
Vanessa.
17. That's a success. She needed 11.
Okay, so we'll go first with Guy.
I'm actually very suited by 10.
Guy got a 12. Is that a success? Do you have any-
Yes.
And Shadrach. Shadrach got a 10.
Is there any bonus?
If you have a reaction adjustment on your dexterity.
Yeah, let's see. No, I didn't. I missed it by 1.
Does Shadrach have any other, like, special saving throw monkey jam?
+2 versus fire or electricity, and I'm immune to charm.
Okay, unfortunately, none of those apply.
I didn't
Doggone it.
figure.
Okay, so what happens is this sack falls on Shadrach.
But I'm very strong. I'm very strong.
Okay. Shadrach, you can take a lot or a little. Let's see what the dice gods say. As you look up in the shadow and it's too late, you only 5. Boom. And you may, let's see. No. Using your oxen strength, you managed to stay upright. The sack did not knock you over. And as it lands on the ground, you see it is full of these same platinum coins.
Just
Oh
like
my goodness.
It's like shing, and it's just spilled all over the ground.
Is this sack the size of a Volkswagen?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So there's like a pile of platinum pieces on the ground the size of a Volkswagen.
These ain't pieces. These are minted coins.
We're gonna need the card.
Good God!
What does the skeleton do?
That is its turn. We now move to the end of the round. No. Pikel can move if he wants. Guy and Vanessa and Bart can move if they want. So we'll start with
Yeah, go
Pikel.
back away and gauge its hostility, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up and
Now, Pikel, if you move, you will be subjected to an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, that was kind of the what I'm trying to figure out.
So are you moving or not?
Yeah, I'm gonna back up.
How many squares?
I'm pretty slow. How many squares gonna move?
Well, you can move 6. I'm sorry, no, you can move half. For you, it's 3 because you're a dwarf.
Back up 3.
Well, it does not take an attack of opportunity on you as you go right next to Shadrach and you're standing like right at the edge of the spilled sack.
All right.
Okay, and then we go to Guy.
He advances towards the spilled sack.
And what is half of your move?
9. No, wait a minute. I think. Hang on. Let me make.
That might be on horseback, brother.
Well, Shad is 12, but I know that he is faster than
All
Shad.
right. Well, that's all right. You moved 6 and you got up to the sack like you wanted. Is that okay?
Okay.
Vanessa, do you want to move?
She's gonna move up to Shadrach.
Okay. And what is half of her
And he
move?
moves 14.
Let me turn the page. 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can get right behind or to his right rear square if you want.
Okay.
We'll just put you then in the right rear square. You're still threatening him, so if you want to touch him, you can. Okay.
Oh, don't touch me.
And that is... And last Bart, do you want to move anywhere?
Yeah, I wasn't. Oh, what do you mean, say?
Well, you're already at... 13. Okay, so half of a move would be 4. So you can go up 4 squares, which would put you at 17, which is almost. You're like your nose hole level versus. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, so there you are, right there. Whoop. And that is the end of the round. We go to the next round. Actions, and we'll go with who's the closest. So it would be Pikel. Action.
Talking.
You wish to parlay. Shadrach.
Parlay.
Blah, blah, blah. What's his name? Boris.
My jaw's just hanging open and I'm looking up at the thing. Nothing.
Okay. Vanessa.
I am going to assess Shadrach's condition.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I'm unharmed.
So that really wasn't in anything. I allow small dialogue between. So do you have an actual
I'm
action?
unharmed, Vanessa.
Vanessa?
No.
Okay, fair enough. And Guy?
He's going to stand on top of the pile of coins.
So he will just move, and that's it. Okay, and then Bart.
I'm gonna cast.
Casting a spell. All right.
Cast a stupid thing.
Forrest Crump, roll initiative. Beat a 10. My side is delayed.
4.
And it can't go any slower, so there you go. Okay, so speaking goes on your base initiative phase, so Pikel and Shadrach, you would go now. So which one of you would like to go? Or
Go for it, Pikel.
is one
No,
of
no, you can go. I was just saying, if you mean us no harm, we mean you no harm, Goliath.
the as you're looking 90 feet up, you crane your neck, and the skeletal face seems to be like looking at you all, but it's hard to tell because there's no pupil and iris. It's just like this liquidy blue energy that's in there that doesn't have a specific targeting point that you realize or recognize. So, but it's certainly facing your direction. Okay, that would make Shadrach next.
Shadrach will call up to the skeleton, to the skull, or speaking to the creature. Show us the way. Show us the way to the evil. And I will, if I get any kind of move, I will take a hold of Boris and pull him away from the skeleton.
Okay. So far, that's happened, and the entity has just continued to look upon you all with, you can't tell if it's benevolence or malevolence or disdain. It's hard to tell a skull's disposition when there's no muscles. So
I could cast Speak with Dead, but it would take a long time.
we go to
Well, I could cast it, but it's been all dead too long.
Guy, who moves
That's
up.
true. That's true. That's what I'm thinking about too.
Guy moves up upon the pile of coins and stands there.
Yep. I got my sword and my shield.
Bart, when did your spell go off?
4.
Your spell goes.
5 more further.
All right.
I reach in my sack. I grab a piece of caterpillar cocoon out. I crush it in my hand as I tell the thing and say, become something nice. I want to be smaller. Bring it down to about, halfling size.
Kitten's always a good choice. Kitten's always a good choice.
Okay.
Oh.
What?
I'm gonna eat some cheese now.
What is the intention? What are you attempting to change it into?
Shrink it down, make it smaller. Turn it into a halfling skeleton.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't like anything that's big.
Brad, I have a joke, but I want you to know it's a joke.
Okay.
That's what your mom said last night. Oh.
Yeah. Probably. No.
Okay, what?
I want you to know
Just
it's
like
a joke.
those, you get out there.
Well, I feel bad because I know Brad's mom and she's always been nice to me. So but you know, sometimes you got to make the joke. That's all.
Right, yeah, I got you. She'd appreciate it.
Fuck.
No offense, man, but fuck you.
Okay, well, let me look over here then. Because this is very close.
No, I've done that. I've been like, yeah, no offense, dude, but go fuck yourself.
Speaking of
Just on principle. Just on principle. Yeah, nothing personal. Just on principle, go fuck yourself, dude.
Okay, here we
They
are.
do. I have. Go fuck yourself. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
No problem.
All right. Bard casts a spell. And you do the components, the verbal, you hear him. Some of you can barely hear him. He's so far away and up in the air. And he's doing the motions. You all are all kind of concentrating on this giant skeleton. When suddenly you see the skeleton start to have this weird energy that surrounds it. And as if it was right out of a computer simulation, the skeleton goes, just starts to shrink right before your eyes by rolling a 3 on its saving throw, which is a failure. and it shrinks down,
It's
still
gonna be neck deep in mud.
maintaining the same look, just the size of it changes. And after 2 or 3 seconds, it is now slightly taller than Pikel, standing in the mud. And then it starts to sink. It starts to sink even further down into the mud until it's just its skull is up out of the mud. And but it's still keeping that same skull expression, which you don't know if it's mad or happy or whatever, but the same blue energy. And amazingly, the high-level wizard has changed this entity from gigantic to small. Well done.
I'm good.
That's amazing.
And
Balls. What? Oh.
we now go to the creature's turn. The creature, though smaller, had made its saving throw earlier, so it proceeds to try to move out of the mud.
Oh, saving throw versus mud.
Mud rock. Mud stone.
It moves from here right to the edge. And that's as far as it can get.
Where a giant retarded barbarian grabs its leg.
What do you mean? What, you retarded or something?
All
It
right.
still has its physical strength, can it?
All right. And that is the end of its turn. Apparently it did not do anything else that you're aware of. It just moved up and that's it. And
I
now,
don't think this thing looks to hurt us.
at the end of the round, everyone but Guy theoretically can take a half move.
Let's take it descend.
Hearing nothing, that is the end of the round. We now go to the next round, and it looks like the same people are the same distance away. So we'll start with Boris.
I am guarding. If it attacks, I will do so as well.
Shadrach.
Now I can still be as strong as it was.
Shadrach is not armed, but I will react if it reacts against me.
I need something a little more specific.
I will attack barehanded if it attacks me.
Okay. Pikel.
Is Soften Earth or Stone reversible?
I'm thinking it is. Let's see.
Yeah, you should be able to turn mud into like dirt or hard packed stuff.
Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably just called.
Transmute mud to rock.
It's probably called something like, instead of soft.
Transmute mud to rock.
It's earth to mud or like mud to earth or something like that.
Transmute mud to rock or stone.
There we go.
Transmute rock to mud, but that's.
And it's reversible.
Alright, without casting.
Do you have 5th level spells?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think
Oh,
Okay,
probably not.
Okay, I don't have that one yet then. I thought it was the same spell, just reversed.
Well, let me look it up over here, but I didn't see it. So.
Grease ball might be different. Grease ball might be different, Tom.
Yeah, transmute rocks and mud, clerical and druidic are different, all different stuff. But that is a powerful spell.
It is.
Soften earth and stone. Okay. Oh, blah, blah, blah.
Ah, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah. I think Shad cast that one time. When we were being chased by the drow.
Apparently not.
Alright, that was my question. I just wanted to know if I could reverse the spell effect, that's all. Which would be my plan.
So do you have an action?
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna cast.
You're going to cast. Okay. And then we go to Vanessa.
Casting.
And then Bart.
I'm descending.
So movement.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna move as much as I can down towards the skeleton.
Well, you can descend twice as fast.
Right, but there's no way I can descend it to 100 feet and come around.
Oh, I think you can.
Can
I think you can, yes.
Double your speed.
I? Well, then I descend to the ground. One land. That'd be my whole action, right?
Delicious cheese.
Your move is 18. Twice that if descending in a dive. So theoretically you could move 36 squares, which is 165 or 180 feet. So yeah, you can make it to the ground.
Yeah, I can't do nothing after that, right? Actually, I'll hover about 10 feet off the ground, and I'll draw my bow.
All right.
Action.
Clark, roll initiative. Roll a d10. Beat a 1. My side is sped up.
You said what? Beat a what?
Beat a 1.
Well, I rolled a 1, so simultaneously monkey jam.
Uh-oh. All right. Clark, roll a d20, please. Beat a 4.
One Bart.
14.
All right. Whatever it is, this happens to your side. Roll again. Roll a d20.
7.
Okay. I need all of you to roll d20s. All characters. So, Guy, you got a natural 20. Shadrach, you got a 16. Boris?
1,
Vanessa?
2,
Bart?
14.
Pikel?
9.
All right, Guy, you're the winner.
Explode, Top.
No, that not on this. Okay, so
Hey, where are you going? Chicken litter?
Guy,
Go down there?
Guy, roll a d3.
Go.
Brad, throw me a 3.
3.
Okay. Item damaged. A random combatant, Guy, has something damaged. Choose anything except a weapon and roll an item saving throw table. So, what I
My shield.
had Bart roll was to see what part of you was going to be affected. 1 would have been the head and neck, 2 would have been the torso, and 3 would have been below the belt. So,
Oof.
what
I
does
got a shield protection, man.
What does Guy have hanging off his belt or lower?
A dagger.
Anything except a weapon.
Codpiece. Oh.
Yeah, my money bag, which is empty. That's it. No, my mace. All I have, I'm really just armed right now.
All
besides
right.
my empty purse.
Daryl, roll a d20 for me, please. All right. You somehow your belt kind of like got twisted around as you slipped on some coins, and it kind of started to get tangled up around your legs, and you kind of reach down and cinch it back up, and you kind of look around to see if anybody noticed.
Dang it! Yeah.
All right. So that's what happened there. Okay. So nobody goes on fast.
On top of the pile.
Is anybody casting anything?
Alright, I'm gonna look at the time though.
Hey,
No.
no.
Nope.
Red bone boat.
Well, I was casting.
I'm waiting on you, Pico. What's your casting time?
I don't know. Speak with Dad.
Oh, that takes like 10 minutes.
Does it? I don't know. I was looking it up.
Yeah, I was going to do that myself, and then I realized I'm pretty sure it takes like a turn. Cobb, could you verify that?
Casting time. 1 turn or 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, we can both do it, and I had thought about doing it, then I realized it took 10 minutes. And right at this moment, my plan was to either save Boris, pull him away, or grab the skeletons. So, you got the casting time, bro.
Pico, we need something from you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold my action, and if it attacks me, I'll attack it.
Split that fucker's skull.
Okay.
Chad just wants to grab a hold of it physically, but not like grapple it, just touch it.
Bart, you move down, then you pull up and you stop at 10 foot above the ground. 2 squares.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else? Anybody else want to do anything?
Yeah, Chad tries to put his hands on it.
Put his hands on what?
The skeleton. Is it sinking into the ground?
It may be big. It may be strong.
It is not.
How much of it is above ground?
The skull.
I'm going to try to grab the skull and pull it up out of the ground.
Now, is that what you said originally for actions?
I was going to grab it. Yeah, I was going to grab it. If that's all that is visible, I'm going to grab that.
Okay. You move up.
And I'm not, like I say, I'm not like trying to grapple it, but I'm trying to get a hold of it and pull it up out of the ground.
Roll
whatever
to
that entails.
Roll to hit.
Daryl, do for me.
6.
My attack goes 16.
Armor class of 10. All right. As you reach down and you get ready to grab it, its eyes flash briefly and causes you to instinctively pull back, thinking that it might not be a good idea, and your attack is foiled.
All right.
And now it's its turn on slow. It crawls out of the hole next to Shadrach. I need Shadrach to make a charisma check for me at disadvantage, and since you don't have dice, I will roll 2 dice. You rolled a 9 and a 3. A 3 plus your charisma is 18. That is a failure.
Yep. Woo. Do an attack spark.
Nope. It moves past. It moves past you. And I need Pikel and Guy to both make charisma checks, please. Guy, you rolled a natural 1. Implosion. Followed up with a 3. That's a failure. Pikel, what'd you get?
Oh, surprisingly charming for Michael. I rolled an 18 plus a 9.
Okay. The creature moves right over in front of Pikel, reaches out its hand, and right as it's touching you, it tumbles over into a pile of bones. Like the thing on Mario where the turtle and whatever they call that thing goes glue glue glue.
Dry bones.
Dry bones, yeah. And Pikel, I need you to understand that your mind is now being flooded with information and memories from this thing. The question is, do you want to know what it is and take the chance of whatever that entails, or do you want to attempt to not be influenced by whatever this thing is and whatever knowledge it has?
No, I'll take the knowledge. Okay.
So you voluntarily fail your saving throw.
Yeah.
You immediately turn, look at Guy, and involuntarily you want all of that platinum for yourself. You're precious. It's precious to you.
Alright. I'll do a Scrooge McDuck, and I will make platinum angels and swim around in it.
You're having a hard time processing this ancient knowledge. And the fact that there is someone else in the middle of these coins is causing you to become angry. And since you voluntarily failed your saving throw, you're confused. As if somehow this confusion was possibly similar to somewhere else where a confusion thing was happening, and you start to hear voices and moans, and this is my coin. This is coin of the ancients. And you want it all for yourself. And you go to attack Guy. Guy,
Alright.
Guy, roll a d10 first. See if you're surprised.
Brad, roll me a d10.
5.
You are not surprised.
That's right.
Daryl has his hand up.
Just want to remind you that Guy has embattlement cast upon him.
All right, that's great. Guy, this Pikel seems to be upset that you're anywhere close to quote unquote his coin. Do you have an action?
Does he speak?
Do you have an action?
I'm waiting to be attacked.
Are you readying an action?
Yes, I'm on top of the pile of coins. My shield is up and my sword is in my hand.
And what's the trigger and what's the action?
He's coming from,
What
obviously.
is the trigger and what is the action?
If he moves towards me in a threatening manner, I will defend myself.
Restrain.
I will try to shield bash him.
Michael, roll an attack.
I have shield proficiency.
So I roll 2?
Yes.
I roll a 5 though. So.
Yes, you do. Roll another one. You might get a natural 1.
4.
All right. That misses. Gee, roll your shield bash.
Daryl, give me a throw.
7.
What does 7 hit?
My tobacco is 14, so that would be armor class 7.
And does that hit, Michael?
I don't think so. 8. So, yeah, it hit.
All right. Roll damage.
Go for
You
top.
were wearing plate mail or something.
I got plate mail on my shield. Yeah, I'm fully armored and everything. Yeah.
I meant Michael.
Oh, sorry.
I thought he was wearing plate mail.
Yeah.
Well,
Roll my damage, cop.
What?
I can afford it now.
What is the size of the shield you have?
Medium.
Michael, you take 2 points of damage, and that's all.
Hey, man, what are you doing? There's plenty for everybody.
I don't know. Am I cognizant of what people are saying, or am I under control kind of thing?
You are in the state of mind that I described until something changes. So you just wish to remove this person from your money.
All right.
Does anyone else have an action for next round? We'll start with Boris.
No.
Vanessa.
Casting.
Shadrach.
Shadrach moves towards Michael.
We're face to face. Wouldn't be that hard.
Am I right next to him?
No, you're you're up where the map shows that you are, Dwight.
I move towards Michael to
Bart.
grapple him.
Bart.
I land on the ground and watch it unfold.
Okay. All right. Clark, roll a d10.
4.
4. Oh.
Okay. So,
You both roll 4.
casting time
Oh, so
for Vanessa is what?
I don't know. I haven't picked a spell yet. My
Okay.
bad.
All right. Well, then we'll get back to you whenever you do. And Michael, you're up.
Vanessa.
All right.
Something you can cast to clear his mind.
That's what I'm trying.
1,
Uh-oh, implosion. Roll another d20.
7,
Okay. Roll a level check, please.
roll that for me. That's on 30, right?
Yep. All right. That is a success. No, nothing, no fumble. Holy shit. 25. Plus your level, it beats 30. All right. Gee, go ahead.
Shield bash. One more time.
Hold it.
Go for a cop. Go for a cop.
10.
That would be armor class of, I guess, 4.
Armor class 4, that's a hit. Roll a d4. Isaiah, you ready for bed? Yeah. All right. Well, Isaiah just saved you, Michael, because you take 1 point of damage, you get knocked on your ass, and you regain your senses as the
Hey, what are you hitting me for?
As the Dragon
Stay
Horde,
down, Shorty.
the Dragon Horde
There's plenty
Mantis
for everybody.
leaves you. And I'll be
Who
right
pushes you
back.
back? What are you hitting me for?
You're trying to take all the gold. Get out of here.
That's platinum.
Whatever it is, there's plenty for everybody.
Did I get
Yes, there
anything
is.
from that information at all?
God
Yeah.
bless
God-
you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bob's got to deal
All
with
right,
me.
fellas. I guess that's a night. I'll talk to you next week.
Hang on, Daryl, for 5 minutes.
What's going
You gotta
on?
go.
No, I mean,
You gotta go,
we were
man.
done.
I don't know, but something
Yeah,
just happened.
take it back.
Everybody's of a clear mind now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a pile of coin we can't take
Possibly
all
take
that
it
shit.
all.
we can have a
No,
card.
we don't have to take that copper.
Pykel, hold on, Pykel, after your mind clears, you are now aware that these coins are giant coins, and they may or may not, depending on what you do with them, provide opportunities where you may be going.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to talk about this. We need to have a
So we take what we
need
can
to have a
take,
powwow.
and we can stash the rest.
But we don't need the copper. We don't need
No.
the copper. No. It's nice. That copper could probably buy us a boat.
These coins to buy us a boat.
No, yeah, you're right. No, 2 or 3 of these coins to buy us a fucking, yeah. I agree. He agrees.
I say we take what we can handle, teleport the rest up to the monastery for us to get done. We
Wow.
got that secure room in the monastery.
I hadn't thought about teleporting anything. Guy's like, why don't we just load this wagon up, huh?
I've got scrolls.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There's no
Why
way we can.
Why weigh the donkey down?
You're right.
Chad says we can all carry some of this and not
We
be
can all carry
burdened.
what we can carry, and we can take the rest of the stuff somewhere.
Vanessa will say that the monastery doesn't usually accept like monetary payment for services.
All right, well, we got that room down there too. We can lock it in.
Well, we have 1,500.
One at a time, Brad, go.
I've already got a wizard mark on the floor in the monastery. In that secure room. I can zap in
Can you
there,
close-
right there, and come back. And nobody will even know it's there until
How
we
much?
get back.
Hey, Todd. First of all,
You
will
close
all
that door.
coins fit in the cart?
I don't need a door.
I know.
Okay.
I'm saying it's closed.
Right. So, I mean, we can place it in there. It'll be there when we get there. When we're done, we'll split it up and then we'll take what we
I don't
need.
see anything wrong with that.
Take what we can carry on us, or what we think we may need on us, and leave the rest.
We have 1,500 platinum coins that are normal platinum coins.
Right.
And
That
we
will
can
go
split
a
them
long
between all
way.
of us. We can split them between all of us, I think, and put
Yeah.
the giant coins in the wagon with the donkey and just make a normal course to wherever we're going.
Daryl has his hand up.
Boris reaches in a pocket and he pulls out 2 gold pieces. I already got my coins. I like how they jingle.
He gives me a shrug and said, these coins are worth a hell of a lot more for us.
So can we load? Will this load in the cart, and will the donkey be able to pull all this?
Well, that's what I was going to say. Shad will say, let's load the cart until the donkey is at not maximum burden, but normal speed burden, and anything else I think we can distribute between us.
It will put us at risk
We're all going
to be
rich.
attacked.
Right now, we're all rich, and we have 3 potions. We don't know what they do.
Carrying a load of
You
gold
even
like
say that we're rich. We're rich.
I
can buy a horse.
rich, so it doesn't matter. I'm saying, carrying all that coin is going to be bad.
We don't.
I
we
agree,
carry-
says Vanessa.
We don't have to carry all of it. just as much as we could normally carry without burdening ourselves.
Right.
So how
Did
far
you see
can
the
we
pile?
go? How far can we
You're
go
looking
for?
at the size.
How big's the pile?
Size of a Volkswagen, he said.
Oh,
yeah,
let's
we can all
see.
carry enough to be rich.
It's like
He's
10.
just worried about being rich.
It's like 10
I
to
didn't say
12.
all this. I'm
It's like-
protecting it.
It's like 10 to 12 feet wide a coin, and probably a pile that's, in the middle of it, probably a foot deep. So there's a lot there.
Yeah, it's more
Yeah,
than
we can all carry our maximum load, or we can all
Wow.
carry a normal load. What's the deal? That's the decision we have to make. How much are we going to carry? What speed are we going to go at based on how much we carry?
Go, Daryl.
Because if we all
Go,
carry
Daryl.
away,
Daryl's turn.
whole
Daryl's turn. Daryl's turn. Daryl's turn.
Vanessa will walk toward the pile of coins, and she'll pick up 5 of them. She said, I agree with Bartolanthus. Each person, Guy, if you wish to load your pockets to the point that you can't swing your sword, do
No.
Go
so.
for it.
But there's still way
wanna
too
do that.
much. I'm just gonna take a few of these. And she puts them in her pouch.
So
And
Michael
the rest,
is
I think he should, transport it back. We don't need to carry this around. Each person take your share, take some. There's so much here, and put the rest away. If the prince can teleport at will, then you need a couple more coins, you can go get you some.
Not at will, but I have a scroll and I have it memorized, so I can teleport twice.
all of a sudden at the monastery a pile of coins appears.
Yep.
Where no one will
No,
see
but
it.
he would never know. He would say, fill your pockets and don't overdo it, and whoever fills their pockets the most determines the speed of our movement.
All right, well, we're going to stop there because I think the counting and the actual packing and seeing if you guys have things that will actually hold what you think will hold, that will require a gentle processing at the beginning of the next game.
And we have to identify the
This tiny
potions.
chest.
So,
We have to identify the potions,
but
Mark.
I know.
as it stands right now, you have what I described, and what you do with that is going to be interesting because I
How
have
many giant coins do we have? You never gave a number.
I have revealed what the coins mean to Pikel. I don't know if he told you what was revealed, but
No, I thought I was asking.
if he didn't, then you guys can miss this whole clue to the rest of the adventure. That's up to you.
Come on, Michael, tell us.
Unlike the corn maze, I feel like I have to say out loud that these coins are key to getting past any of the giants. So if you missed it, if I didn't describe it well enough, let me be clear and open. And if you don't take the coins with you when you go to rescue Boris's sister, you will probably not survive.
I see.
So,
Oh. I just have a question. How big are the coins?
Are they giant coins?
Compared to my hand, how big are the coins?
they are like, okay, hold on here. Where's my, there it is.
A saucer?
They are around 3 inches wide, which is
That's right.
much bigger than any coin in circulation as far as I know.
Come. Yeah, sure.
Well, I don't know, Brad. I see it, but I don't know.
Slightly smaller than a placemat.
All I'm telling you is that it's,
There it is, 3 inches right there.
3 inches, man. 3 inches.
that's
Well,
what,
we'll pick that up. We'll pick that up tomorrow.
all right.
Yeah.
Very good.
Good night, fellas.
Thank you. Good night. Have a pleasant tomorrow.
I love y'all, guys. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Cobb, I'll write that up.
Yes, whenever you get the urge, please do so.
Okay.
All
I'll
right.
send it to you.
Good night.
Night.
Good night, Internet. Thank you for watching.